Okay, welcome to the very last video. Very last video. Um, so this is just going to be a couple of word problems. So this here says when you board a Ferris wheel, your feet are 1 foot off the ground, and at the highest point of the ride, your feet are 99 feet off the ground. It takes 30 seconds for the ride to complete one full rotation. Write a trig equation for your height above the ground um, at t seconds after the ride starts. Find what two times within one cycle are exactly at 90 feet off the ground. Actually, um, I'm just going to cut that out for tomorrow. We just need to find A, B, and D to write the equation. We're ignoring phase shift. So, A, B, and D. Your A is your amplitude. Your B is 2 pi over the period. And your D is the midline. So we are given a minimum. We start at 1 feet. And we're given a max, which is 99 feet. And we're given a period of 30 seconds. So B should be equal to 2 pi divided by the period, which is 30. So it should be pi over 15. Pi over 15. Done. Amplitude is equal to, so amplitude is a measure of distance. So we're going to be using subtraction. We need to do max minus minimum. Or you can do just max minus mid, but max minus minimum divided by 2, or max minus mid if you already did the midline, which is equal to 99 minus 1 over 2, which should be 49. So our amplitude is 49. And then finally, our midline is max plus mid divided by 2. So 99 plus 1 divided by 2 is 50. 50. And we're done. That is it. Midline is there. Amplitude is there. And then your period is there. And you can always check it. Like you can say, if you have if the center of the Ferris wheel is at 50 feet and you subtract 49 feet at the bottom of the Ferris wheel, you're 1 foot off the ground. Or if you add 49, you're 99 feet in the air. So these two should be adding up or subtracting to your max and mid. Okay, another Ferris wheel problem, because Ferris wheels are quite convenient like that. Ace family went to an amusement park while at the beach. She decides to ride the Ferris wheel so she can look at the ocean. She was disappointed that a 35-foot building blocked her view of her part of the ride, and her height from the ground as she travels around the Ferris wheel can be found using the following equation. Um, because I know the first thing I think about when I get on the Ferris wheel is what is the equation that models this? Like that's just normal. That's just normal. That's just good life choices right there. So she wants to know how long it will take till Amy can see over the building. The building is 35 feet tall. So she wants to know what is t when h of t equals 35. We should know how long will it take before we get 35 feet into the air. So we could just plug in 35 is equal to 50 sine 2 pi over 3 t minus 3/4 is our phase shift, and plus 60, which is our midline. So our first step is to get rid of this 60, which should give us a negative 25 is equal to 50 sine 2 pi over 3 t minus 3/4. And we're going to multiply by the reciprocal, 1/50th. Uh, 1/50th of negative 25, or negative 25 over 50, is a negative 1/2 is equal to sine of 2 pi over 3 t minus 3/4. Now it's time to take the inverse trig function. Negative 1/2 is one of the numbers we can do that with, so I'm assuming our math is good so far. So we take the inverse trig function here. So inverse sine of negative 1/2. So 1/2 is pi over 6. So negative 1/2 should be negative pi over 6. So let's move on up and over here. We get negative pi over 6 is equal to, don't need that parentheses anymore, 2 pi over 3, open parentheses, t minus 3/4. If you don't like that, you can distribute. I prefer not to distribute. I prefer to, again, multiply by the reciprocal to cancel out the 2 pi and the 3. So that's going to be 3 over 2 pi. The pi's cancel out, leaving a negative 3 over 12, yep, is equal to t minus, t minus 3/4. I can reduce that to be negative 1/4 equals t minus 3/4. And then we add 3/4 to both sides. Well, it should be not 34, 3/4. 3/4 minus 1/4 should be 2/4, or 1/2 equals t. So it should take her 1/2 minute or 30 seconds. However you want to write it, I don't care which. 30 seconds or half a minute. How long will it take Amy to reach the top of the ride? So that means we need to know the max. What is the maximum? The top of the ride is the maximum. And the top of the ride is amplitude plus midline. Start the mid and add the amplitude. So we need those two numbers. We're going to add them together. And we get, that's 50 plus 60. So the top of the ride is 110 feet tall. 110 feet tall. So 30 is equal to 50 times sine of 2 pi over 3 t t minus 3/4 plus 60. And we do the whole kit and caboodle again, minus 60 minus 60. So that should give us a negative 30. No, sorry. That should not be 30. That should be 110. This should be positive 50. 50 equals 50 sine 2 pi over 3 t minus 3/4 multiply by 1/50th or divide by 50. There's not fractions there. You can divide by 50. It's fine. Cancel out those coefficients. That should give us 1/50th of 50 is 1. Sine of 2 pi over 3 t minus 3/4. Take the inverse sine of both sides. Inverse sine of 1. So sine of 1 is pi over 2. So inverse sine of 1, or sorry, sine of pi over 2 is 1. So inverse sine would be pi over 2 is equal to 2 pi over 3 t minus 3/4. Now we can multiply by the reciprocal of 2 pi over 3. So we multiply by 3 over 2 pi. That pi cancels out that pi. Those cancel out completely. Should give us 3 pi. Pi's cancel out. So should give us 3 over 4 is equal to t minus 3/4. Add 3/4 to both sides. And we should get 6/4 equals t, or 1.5 minutes. So you could say 90 seconds. You can say 1.5 minutes. I don't care which. Both are correct. Both are correct. And that concludes the study guide. Did I just write most of that off the page? I apologize for that. I'll leave that up there a second. Hopefully splitting up the videos makes it easier to find the problem you are looking for. And good luck on the tests.